coming for Coach Cook. We're going back to the Dome. We're going to be #1 again. Yeah, so everybody come out and support us.
Stop 18, South Carolina.
They had a sign when the last person leaves out of Crowley, turn off the lights. There ain't gonna be nobody left to turn the lights out.
Saturday, once we get off them bus, we're gonna be humming and ready.
You know, I just thank the good Lord that He's given us an opportunity to be there not once, but now for a second time.
Coming and keep plugging. When it's all said and done, we're going to look at the board on the way out and see what happened. Yeah. You don't worry about winning and losing. You just worry about putting a good effort together, playing as well as you can play, and then let it go. This was a great win. You know, it catches me so unexpectedly for us to be going to the Dome with this football team right here. But I got to give them all the credit in the world. They did a great job. I tell you what, I probably haven't had more of a deserving group to be going there than this bunch. They've never really were given the respect, even since they've been in 9th grade. And you know, I'm just awful proud of those guys, and I'm really happy for them and the coaches and our fans. I'm sure there's still a lot of kids here that idolize him and, you know, and look up to, because he accomplished an awful lot of great things, you know, in the athletic field, you know, as well as now, you know, becoming a doctor. And there's not a lot of pro football players that are able to do that. So he's been, you know, he's a definite role model for the kids here in Crowley.
Stopped at Harry Truman's desk, but these Broadmoor Bucks didn't stop against #2 St. Martinville, nor #1 John Curtis last week.
There are a lot of hard-working kids that play awful hard. They get after it and run real well to the ball, swarm the football, and they're on a roll right now. We're going to have to go out and play an excellent game.
Naturally, after posting 2 such impressive wins, the Broadmoor folks are talking Superdome and possibly a rematch with district rival Woodlawn, who is also alive in the playoffs.
I think that would be perfect, not just for us, but for Broadmoor and Woodlawn and Baton Rouge to have 2 Baton Rouge teams representing, you know, AAA in the Dome. That would be super.
That would be super, but Coach Lewis Cook knows the road to the Dome runs through Crowley.
It's hard to imagine that anybody would, you know, would look by someone. Now I know, you know, they had to play with a great deal of emotion in the last 2 weeks. But that's always been the type of team that they are. So I don't think it's going to be anything new for them to have to rise up and play another game very hard.
I'm Mac McCullough, Sports Watch 3.
When you talk about St. Martinville, John Curtis, Walsman, Crowley starts to come up in there now.
Crowley High is headed to the Dome this year, but it was not always that way. The gentlemen used to be very gentle when it came to football. When Coach Lewis Cook took over as the head man at Crowley, they had lost 22 games in a row. The gentlemen were very hospitable. But what a turnaround it's been. Under Coach Lewis Cook, the program has flourished. For the last 5 years straight, the team has reached the playoff. As always, Coach Cook credits his coaching staff that has been with him during this whole time. But now he needs more than just playoffs. He needs to win it all.
That it's more than just getting there. Getting there is nice, but it's winning it is what it's all about, and that's what we want to try to do this time. And so we're not going to let down this week. We're going to, the coaches are I know, going to work very hard. They're going to come up with a good plan for us to be able to go into the Walsman game and give our kids every chance and opportunity to win that football game.
Coach, before the game you said to me it wasn't enough just for you to get here, you wanted to win it.
And I think those guys showed that, didn't they? They came out and played as hard as they could play. They wasn't satisfied being here, and the good Lord was with us and we won the title. Thank God.
11 games in a row you won to finish the season in the spring. First time ever in a championship game. For these players and their coaches, just getting to the Superdome was not enough. They had to win it all.
And I think those guys showed that, didn't they? They came out and played as hard as they could play. They wasn't satisfied being here, and the good Lord was with us and we won the title. Thank God.
Thank God, and thank a total team effort by the Gents. They did it all. On offense, the huge offensive line controlled the line of scrimmage, opening holes for their bruising runners. Mike Moe carried 15 times for 71 yards, while Jason Lejeune carried 21 times for 74 yards. Each had a TD. The special teams were special. Visit Luangphone had a 37-yard field goal, and Brady Thibodeau had a new championship game record 72-yard punt. And finally, it was the defense. This first interception led to Crowley's first points. This last interception nailed down the win. The 1989 Crowley Gentlemen are the state champs. And the one thing that stands out about this team is everything.